Fox News Alert now. There are new questions about President Obama's involvement with the Justice Department and the FBI while he was in the White House. This is we await the expected release of a Democratic memo, which could be out any time. Republican John Ratcliffe, member of the House Judiciary Committee, former U.S. Attorney. Sir, how are you? And good day to you. You've seen that memo, right?
Hi, Bill. I have seen the memo.
Okay, I want to ask you specifically about that in a moment, but this is one of the text messages we woke up to yesterday. This is Lisa Page saying yes because POTUS. This is August of 2016 now. On screen, guys. Put it up there. Yes, because POTUS wants to know everything we are doing. September of 2016, correct on that. In April of 2016, here was the question and answer with Chris Wallace and then President Obama.
I do not talk to the Attorney General about pending investigations. I do not talk to FBI directors about pending investigations. We have a strict line and always have maintained it, previous presidents.
Just to button this up.
I guarantee it.
Okay. There's a lot of ways to interpret this, and that's why part of the reason why we have you on today. This text message came in September, a few days before he was set to meet with Vladimir Putin. Perhaps he wanted to know what was going on, 2 months before an election. If Russia was meddling, he was going to give a message to Putin. Is that acceptable to you? How do you read it?
I think that is acceptable. Having read it in context, I can't, to be fair, say that somehow related back to the Hillary Clinton email investigation, but to the Chris Wallace segment that you just played, I can say that the president's words there are not just hyperbolic, they're wrong. To say that there was no influence in any case, at the time he made that statement, the lead agent in the Hillary Clinton email investigation had already sent hundreds of texts expressing his political opinions and his desire to influence the outcome. Beyond that, we know that the president was aware to some extent and that the FBI had gone to great lengths to conceal his knowledge about the Hillary Clinton email investigation. A month after that clip that you just played there, Bill, the FBI director, in his own words, wrote an exoneration memo, citing his concern for the fact that Hillary Clinton was communicating on that unsecured server with the president. Subsequent revisions of that exoneration memo deleted the word president and put in another senior government official, and then subsequent revisions took it out altogether. So very clearly the FBI wanted to conceal the president's involvement with this matter. So we know that he was aware. We just don't know how much he knows.
The FBI wanted to conceal his involvement. You stand by that?
Well, very clearly there was an effort to take him out of any discussion about the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Again, Bill, this was the FBI director's own words. He wrote that exoneration memo and referenced the president and then deleted it to take it out.
Understood. In the interest of time, I want to move to topic number 2. You've seen the memo, right? On behalf of Democrats, a week ago, your town was freaking out, right? The FBI was up on the Hill. The FBI was at the White House. It's been quiet this week. What do the American people need to understand about what you read and interpreted in that memo?
Well, I have not only seen the Democratic memo, Bill, but I've seen the underlying source documents. And if the American people get a chance to look at this, what's most important is what's not in the memo. And what's not in the Democratic memo is a reflection that the FISA court was ever told that the Hillary Clinton campaign paid for the dossier that was used as a basis to spy on an associate of the Trump campaign. They could have done that, in a few words in their 10-page memo. They don't do it because it's not in there. It's not in the FISA applications that I review. So the Republican memo, the Democrat memo, and the underlying documents are all consistent on that point, that the FISA court was not told that one candidate for president of the United States had commissioned and paid for the central piece of evidence being used to seek a warrant to spy on an associate of the other candidate for president of the United States.
In that footnote, what does it say? How descriptive does it get if we were to read it?
Well, so what the Democrats do is they send 10 pages saying, well, the court was told that there were words like political motivation used, and there were footnotes sourcing potential funding sources of how this was paid for, and that the court very clearly,
correct, no names,
that could have or should have been able to put 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together and divide to get to the right answer. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to have to wait. Sorry.
I will tell you, Bill, I hope that the American people do get the chance that it is declassified and they get to see it.
I think within 24 hours we likely will. Sir, thank you for your time. Got to run. John Ratcliffe.
You
thank
bet.
you from the
Thanks,
Hill.
Bill.
Thanks.